Hello everyone. My name's Crystal. I'm an adjunct in the biology department, and for my Web 2.0 tool, I want to talk about Selly. Selly is a tool that I just discovered actually earlier this year. I started using it with my face-to-face class in the spring, and essentially what it is a private chat cell. So you have students who can actually download an app onto their phones, or if they don't have a smartphone, it can also be downloaded onto a tablet, or they can even just access the website, which the website is what I'm going to show you tonight. And what it is it is a way to communicate with students outside of standard email or Blackboard announcements, which is usually the way that I've been communicating with students. In my face-to-face class, I used it actually as a discussion tool. So I would go and post a discussion question using Selly, and then I would have students respond using Selly. But again, since that is being done in discussion boards in the online class, it's not as necessary. So instead, what I use it for is another way to communicate with students. So this is kind of the home page. So I have signed up as a moderator, an administrator, and I have a couple of different cells going right now. The one that I'm currently using is this cell here, and it's very easy to start a cell to create this group of students who will then you'll communicate with. You just click on the Start a New Cell button, but I'm going to click on one of the cells that I've already started, and this is a group that I'm using right now. And again, what I'm using Selly for is a way to privately communicate with students outside of Harper email and outside of Blackboard announcements. So I find this has been helpful in ways to give reminders when assignments are due. Sometimes I'll come across an article or something that's pertinent to what we're talking about in class, and I'll post it here on Selly. Students also have the ability to communicate with me. So for example, I've already had a few students who needed to ask me a question, and rather than send me an email, they were able to pull out their phones and open their Selly app and just send me a message directly. I can also directly message students this way. So if I click on a student's name, I can click the message button here, and I can send them a private message. No one else in the group would see that message. It would just be for me and then the student who sent it to me. So you can actually have student-to-student communication also if you wanted to privately, rather than including everyone who is in your cell. So let me go back to the chat cell itself. And then the last couple minutes here, just show you some of the ways that you can set your cell up. So my cells are private in the sense that I make my students actually have a password in order to be able to join my cell. So that way I can sort of eliminate the possibility of random people finding my cell and wanting to join. I also have options on how we communicate with each other. My method of chat is called a curated chat. So every time I send out a message, it goes out to everyone. But when people reply back, the replies are only sent to me, and that way not everybody is seeing everything that comes in. I can decide if I want to rebroadcast private replies. If I want everyone to see it, I can do that. And so this is what I've used. I also think this would be a really good tool for small groups to use. So this would be a way that you could have students in your class create their own cells, and within their own cells they could do open chats where they could message each other and talk about whatever it is they wanted to talk about, class assignments or projects that you had them working on. So I definitely think there are other ways that you could enable this tool. Very quickly in the last few seconds here, to send out a message, all you have to do is go to your cell and then click here where it says New Message, and you can type whatever you want. You can attach files to this. You can add a photo. You can actually schedule the message. So say you wanted to send out a homework reminder 1 hour before it was due. You could schedule that in the message to send out. You can even do polling, which again, I did this with my face-to-face class in the spring and had a lot of success with that. So you can actually create poll questions that students can actually respond to right here within the app, and either you can have the results be private or the members can see them. So I could also see a lot of utility in that aspect, but as well. Like I said, so far in the online class, all I've really done is used it to communicate with students, but I can see myself using it much more as the future continues. So that was just kind of my brief overview of my Web 2.0 tool. I hope you guys found it interesting, and let me know if you have any questions.